Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ken and Mark Show.
Or how I learned to stop worrying and just call it football.
That's right, the show where the opinion's made up and the shape of the balls does not matter. Yes.
Not at all.
How have you been, Ken?
Not bad. How have you been?
Just trying to survive in Trump's America.
This pandemic shit, fucking. We have fucked this up bad. I know I didn't want to start this show off cussing, but I just I got no other words for it.
If there was a way to handle it worse, I'm sure we'll find it. We still have time.
Yeah.
But man, wow.
Oh, it's bad. It's hella bad.
I
have no idea what.
How's work? Like, what do you have to do at work?
Just make wheels. I think we have a government contract or something. Because I can't figure out what.
In terms of like precautions and stuff.
That's a good one. Precautions. Oh,
I forgot. Everyone live in Indiana. I forgot.
Everyone has to wear a mask. That's about it.
Okay.
And there's a sign up.
Well, I mean, as long as you have a sign up.
At least there's a sign.
As long as you have a sign.
You can't force people to wear a mask.
Actually, you can. Because the governor issued an order last week. Takes effect tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
You have to wear a mask at work.
Yeah.
That's gonna suck. Because I work very much by myself all day, so it's like I don't want to fucking wear a mask.
If you're by yourself, then you don't have to, because it's just you.
Because it's like fucking 115 fucking degrees where I work, man. I sweat right through that motherfucking thing.
Yeah, no, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Like if I had a normal job, like if I was just like a checkout person, I'd wear a fucking mask all day. But manufacturing jobs, it's hard, but they're all spread out in big houses. Like we've had COVID in the motherfucker twice and then didn't get everybody.
Well, that's good. I mean, you don't want it to get everybody.
No, we don't. But we keep rolling.
The alternative is
we roll them dice, baby.
You're living right, though, I guess.
I'm living right with God, I guess. That's about all we got left in America is God.
Do we have that at this point?
You know how much I believe in that.
Do we even have that at this point? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think even God would look down on us and be like, you guys are fucking this up.
It's like, what have you got? What are you
Every
doing?
other country has at least follow your European brethren.
Yeah, I can't do that. They're communists. Socialists.
Not all of Europe. Not all of Europe is socialist. Not even most of Europe.
All the important parts.
Just their healthcare.
All right.
Yeah,
it is time for the Whirlwind Week in Review.
Oh God. I ain't spinning. I got earbuds connected. I would have ripped this fucking thing right off.
Yeah, I realized
I thought about it.
That wasn't going to work, and then I
thought about it. I thought about trying to get it up and over, but the hat would fall off, and then it would just be bad.
I looked at it and I was like, that's going to be awkward.
No,
I just have this weird non-spinning transition, and now it just ruined the whole show.
You wanted the show to be more of you, anyways.
No, I didn't. I want far less of me. Far less.
Oh, come on, Mark.
All right. The EPL season is over, Ken. Ended this afternoon.
Today. Yes.
Today. Your top four finishers: Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Chelsea.
Yeah.
Your three relegated teams: Norwich, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa.
No.
No. Watford. Yes.
Watford.
What to say, really? I mean, congratulations to Manchester United for clawing their way up to third from, where were you guys?
14th at Christmas? We had a 14-point gap at January.
Yeah. Yes. So you have now made it back to the Champions League. And
It's
congratulations.
It's
Ole
nice
is
to
your
be there.
coach from now till the end of time.
Oh, God. He did it.
So
he somehow fucking did it.
we did it. We did it.
Hey, man, I'll go with him until I'll ride this till the rims come off. Fuck it. You know? I mean, it won't be the first time I've had a manager totally fuck up in the Champions League. I mean, I was so happy that I got there. It's like what they call the Europa League, a poison chalice. They call the Europa League a poison chalice, but like I feel like the Champions League to us is the true poison chalice. We drink from it, and we're fall over and die.
Well, it's not in that you've won it a few times, so it's like, yeah. So I mean,
you have to use
all right
2 hands to get how many you've won.
Champions Leagues?
Yeah.
No. Well, not in my lifetime, anyway.
Well,
I mean, in my
come on.
In my experience, it's been one.
You take all of them. When you marry a woman with kids, you adopt the family.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Do you though?
They become your kids.
Oh,
really? Just because they don't accept you as their father doesn't mean that you don't love them any less.
Well, okay. That may or may not be true. I don't know. So left out in the cold a little bit. Tottenham.
How about Leicester?
Leicester. Well,
you want to talk about a colossal fuck up?
They managed to slide their way into the Europa League spot. Now that Manchester City's ban has been overturned, and we should probably talk about that a little bit later. But
that's so stupid. I fucking hate that.
I feel bad for Wolves. Wolves had a really good season for that team, and they come up just short. But I think they've probably got some good years ahead of them. They got a good manager.
You got a good young team.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Leicester kind of. I mean, and coming out of the break, like I kind of saw that they. I mean, sort of like Liverpool, they didn't have coming out what they had going in. It just wasn't there. So yeah, hard year for them. They spent 35 of 38 weeks in a Champions League spot.
Oh, that's
only
to at the last
second. At the end. Yeah.
At the last moment.
And they still could have made it today and didn't. So tough. It's hard, man.
They blew it.
Yeah, they let it. They Brendan Rodgers did, man. I mean,
he had a winner. He has been involved with some horrible failures in the Premier League.
Yes.
Liverpool and now Leicester.
So and horrible end of year collapses.
Oh God!
Like Liverpool could have had a title 3 seasons ago, and then they threw it away at the last 3 games.
No.
And then Leicester now, I mean, yeah, like we said, 35 out of 38 weeks in a Champions League spot, only to throw it away at the end. And it's at some point, it's him, right? Like, we have to admit that.
Yeah, I would think so.
So
personally, I think that's. I mean, he's the common denominator between these things.
Yeah. So
it's horrible.
I don't know.
Horrible. I don't know. I mean, I'd give him a second year, of course, but I wouldn't be surprised if he fucks it up.
Yeah. He's just not. I just don't think he's the guy that's going to get you over that.
No.
Over that hump you're in.
No.
I mean, when you're managing Rangers or Celtic or wherever it was, and there's only two decent teams in the league, then I guess you have a shot at it. But outside of that,
me and you can win the league with Celtic, man. Just keep everything the same. Keep everything the same.
Yeah.
And just be
just don't change
guys, do what you do.
Just go do
And
that.
I'll just go out and win a championship.
So
give me 1 sec. Hey, Mark, give me 1 second. I got
yes. We are now holding on as Annie wanders the house. Sounds like blowing his nose. Taking care of the mucus problem. Should be back any moment. Just keeping the people entertained with a little play-by-play here.
All right. Sorry about that.
That's no problem. I was just keeping everybody entertained with a little play-by-play of what was happening in the background there.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, man.
Yeah. So how are you feeling about next season? I think we heard
Start September
next season's
12th.
supposed to start September 12th. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a pretty short turnaround.
Is it though?
I still don't know how the transfer window is working. I don't know if you know.
I think it opens August.
So it's going to run.
No, it's open
August,
right
September.
now. Ain't it?
I don't know.
I've been seeing people make deals. I don't know.
But
no one can really make a deal until the season's over with. You don't know where you stand. You cannot make big, like, unless United knows they're in the Champions League. Excuse me. Like, we can't go and buy big money players unless we can say, hey, we're in the top four.
Right. So yeah, I
we're
mean,
in a good position for it, but we can't say we've done it.
Maybe it opens this week then. Now that all the leagues are done.
I mean, it makes sense.
I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know how that's going to work, but yes, September 12th, football's back. I'm
probably Google it.
We could, but then we'd be looking at our
that's not the Ken and Mark show.
Our phones on right.
Like,
we don't give you knowledge here, people.
We are hot takes. That's all we are. We are just a collection of hot takes.
That's right. So how do you feel about next year? Next season, going into next season?
If what I say every season, if the players who improve can keep improving, then there's no reason. The way this team is Bruno Fernandez's team. We're going to go as far as he will take us.
That has become.
He got the front three playing really well with his service. He got Pogba playing well. That
has become blatantly obvious that this is Bruno Fernandez's team. Like nobody else. Yeah.
Nobody else. Paul Pogba did not have this effect on the team.
No.
I mean, he drugged this team by the scruff of the neck into the Champions League. One player.
It's kind of amazing. You don't often see that in football. Yeah.
A Portuguese midfielder came from Benfica or maybe Sporting, but like one of those two teams because he's Portuguese.
But you know what he had though that nobody else in your midfield seemed to have?
Flair.
Early on. Desire.
A willingness to go at people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Desire to play football.
Yeah. Oh, he brought back a style of play that had left United.
Yes.
I mean, for once, we get him, you get Pogba, and you get Rashford healthy. That's a big three to get. Like it's like three new incoming transfers to you.
Right.
I mean, Rashford, he put in 5-6 goals in the return from COVID. I mean, but no one did it for Fernandez. I mean, he's just been. I remember when we went into this like lockdown situation and he stopped playing. I mean, the only thing I would talk about was him. I bought one of his fucking jerseys for Christ's sake. I missed him so much. I just wanted to see his shirt.
He absolutely changed the way that team functioned. Absolutely.
And before him, I think I said, now, there wasn't one person you can just bring in to change this club. Apparently there was.
Apparently there was.
I was flat wrong about that.
You just had to find
fucking wrong.
You just had to find that guy, and that's often hard to do. How about that Christian Pulisic after the restart?
American Wunderkind?
How about it?
That boy is phenomenon.
He's
fun to watch.
After spending the first after spending the first half of the season on the bench, he comes out and now he's starting 11 every week, and nobody questions it.
In England, it's all about merit. Like, it's about how you play. They don't give a shit. They will trash you one week. You go get a hat trick the next week. They love you.
That's true.
That's
true. That's true.
I mean, there's one thing English media has taught me. It's a week to week. Like, it is what have you done for me lately? To a T, that media.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at their national team. England goes to the semifinal of the World Cup. Beloved team comes home.
Yes.
Does good for a little bit. Then all of a sudden has a couple bad games.
Yeah.
Fire everybody. They don't care.
It's like they're managed by me.
Yeah. Oh God,
Yeah.
you would. Thank God we don't. Thank God we don't run things.
I think I'd be a brilliant manager.
I would be a great executive. If you give me enough money where I can't fuck up, I'm gonna be good.
Oh, the more money, the bigger you can fuck up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am too big to fail.
All right. So yeah, something that we never talked about because it kind of happened while we were off. So Man City had their European League ban overturned. And this is what I don't really understand. Like I guess they went to the World Court for Sports, which I didn't realize was actually a thing. But
was there a thing?
Apparently, it is a thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a thing.
The governing body or something.
It's something that they use for sports disputes. Internet. I don't know. It doesn't happen in America, but yeah.
No.
So and
they don't rule over us.
and what they did was just invalidate the punishment. Like they pretty much admitted that they did what they were accused of doing.
Yeah.
They just said you don't get punished for it. So what's the point of having these rules if nobody has to abide by them?
There's no point to have them. No.
I don't like why. So why doesn't everybody just go out and violate these rules? Because nobody's going to be punished. I mean, the precedent's been set. This is the second time now that someone's had a ban overturned for European play. So why? I mean, what do we need these rules for if no one has to abide by them?
I don't know. I mean, I really thought City was going to get held to task for this one, and everybody did. Like it was. I
thought they'd at least get 1 year.
It was so obvious. I thought one, just one.
Yeah.
But Man City has a lot of money, and they need that money and fans to come into the Champions League, spend their money. So it's about how much money Man City players and management has. That's all that's about.
I mean, if we're only gonna
sorry for making you yawn.
Punish if we're only gonna punish poor teams, then what's the point? Like
we only punish poor people.
That is true.
Why should this change anything?
Why should this be different? That's a good point.
Just saying.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The rich suffer no consequences for anything. So
they never have.
I guess in that respect,
will.
I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
I mean, we were ruled by kings and queens for the longest of time. They were God's anointed ones. Jesus. They just had a lot of money.
Yeah. I'm a little.
And the rest of us were just fucking okay with it.
Yeah. Well, I'm
for the most part.
a little disappointed in the overturning. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you're gonna blatantly violate rules like that, you should face some kind of consequences.
There should be a tiny consequence, but fine them, do something, you know?
Yeah, but it ended with nothing. It's all right. whatever. It's another one of those FIFA things that nobody can explain, but we just have to accept.
Oh, it's horrible.
That's how it is.
Oh, man. I feel horrible. I got runny nose. I hate it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That,
Give me one sec. I gotta blow my nose again. Oh. Hate not feeling good.
Yeah. It makes for interesting television, though.
Yeah, it does. Especially when someone commentates it.
I'm just trying to entertain the people. That's all.
I look forward to that. You never have to leave camera.
What's in a name, Ken? What's in a name?
Apparently not a nickname.
Let's do the National Hockey League announced its the 32nd team on Wednesday. They're to be known as the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah.
Which
awesome
I think
name.
Is a phenomenal name for a sports team.
Well, for one, they already have your money with Seattle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like the Pac. I mean, why you don't live in the Pac Northwest, I don't know.
I would leave tomorrow if I could.
I don't know why I don't. I want to live in Portland. I could live there. I mean, of course, I'd probably get taken away by secret police, but hey, I would like to live there. It'd be fun.
You would get taken away by secret police. Yeah, I know you.
Not for protesting, just because.
No, just because. Yeah.
Just because I'd give you a call one day, like, Mark, dude, you're not gonna believe it. I got taken away by secret police. I was just coming home from the store. I just got off work. And fucking know you were on computers. They fucking grabbed me.
I'm calling you from a van. I'm
calling you from a black site.
That's all I know. Yes.
That would be horrible.
Seattle Kraken. Ken. In a world in a world where we have the Washington football team and every soccer team is just the name of its city plus FC. We finally have somebody who took a crack at naming something and did it right.
Yeah, the Seattle Kraken released the Kraken.
Exactly.
I mean, that's for every home game you have that up on your video board.
You got the little octopus thing on the ice with the lasers and lights and stuff.
Out of the Kraken.
Of course.
They burst out of it, and you have the horn going off, and then
it's brilliant.
The crowd's going wild. It writes itself.
It does. It's the amazing part of this is that they somehow managed to keep this an absolute secret for like a year and a half, because they apparently decided on this 18 months ago.
What?
Yeah.
I push my glasses up for that one. What?
Somehow they managed to keep that a secret. I don't know how they did that.
That's crazy. Because I mean, I love the logo, how it came up. It was like whoosh, Seattle, and it was like
yes.
That's my modern dance interpretation of that.
Did you notice that they on the secondary logo, which is the anchor, the Space Needle's on the top?
What?
Yeah.
Is the middle anchor the Space Needle?
Yeah.
That. Well done. Way to incorporate Seattle into the logo.
I'm telling you.
Now you just need a Supersonics back.
Now we just need the Supersonics back.
Because
that's a work. That's going to take a.
Breaking news. Jamal Charles, greatest defensive back safety in the game today, now plays for the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks gave up a first-round pick in the next two drafts and a couple thirds in the second, I think.
What do you think? Jamal Adams. Jamal Charles is a running back for the Chiefs.
That's right.
Yes.
I don't know my safety.
You don't know your Jamals, apparently. Yes.
No, I don't.
This broke yesterday that Jamal Adams,
Chicago Bear, I guarantee you I know.
Formerly of the New York Jets, is now a Seattle Seahawk for 2 first-round picks, a 4th-round pick, and Bradley McDougall.
What do you think about this?
That is a lot to give up for one dude. However,
but he is Jamal Adams.
Seahawks fans,
which Jamal he was.
Seahawks fans are used to not having first-round draft picks at this point. Of the last 7 seasons, I believe we had a first-round draft pick twice because we traded the rest away.
I mean,
and I guess that Russell Wilson is not going to be awesome forever. So I guess the plan is if we can get the defense to a point where we can win a playoff game again, we might have a crack at this while he's still a top caliber quarterback. So
until Patrick Mahomes takes over everyone.
yeah. When we're gonna have to wait for the Chiefs and the Ravens to beat each other up, and whoever comes out of that, then we can.
They will meet in like the divisional round one of these times and be like, "Oh, that should have been the Super Bowl."
We'll unleash the Kraken on them.
Oh my God!
It'll be great. From a great name to a stupid one, Ken.
Yes.
The Washington football team announced this week that they are temporarily renaming their football team Washington Football Team until they can come up with something better.
Inspiring stuff right there. That's so inspirational.
This is the dumbest.
Just stick with Redskin and fuck it. No, I mean, can't
or just
make up a name.
How many years have you had to think about this?
Apparently,
seriously,
not enough. Apparently, not as many as we think.
Or just don't say anything until you have the new one ready.
Yeah.
All you're trying to do now is sell T-shirts with Washington Football Team on them, which nobody's going to buy. So why?
Somebody's going to buy.
What are you doing? Oh, well, you're right. They're Washington fans. They're idiots. So somebody is going to buy it. But
because you take the jersey, you pull the Redskin label off of it, and you can sell their jerseys again.
It didn't even change the colors.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I just.
They're still the Redskins.
Just wait until you have the new team name, then announce that instead of whatever it is you did last week.
Washington Football Team.
I feel like
WFT.
We could run.
God. It's WFT instead of WTF. Washington Team Football. WTF.
There you go. Washington Team Football.
How has no one thought of that? WTF.
Hang on.
Washington.
I'm going to Twitter right now.
Somebody has thought of that.
I don't see it. Hang on a minute.
Hashtag WTF. Washington Team Football.
Washington Team Football. WTF. There we go.
Don't tell me I was the first one on the internet with that.
I think you were.
Great. It's not that great. But from great minds, I'm a great mind. I come up with some of the great stuff, and see what happens on this show, folks. Is I come up with the craziest shit, and then it filters through Mark, and then Mark.
And I just post it.
He
unfiltered.
No, he goes to his filter.
No, it's definitely filtered. Right.
No, it's filtered. It's triple distilled when it comes out of you. It's just craziness. It's just stupid. It's just craziness when it comes out of me.
Baseball, Ken. The baseball, the MLB 60-game season has kicked off.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Interesting part, though. Canada would not allow the Toronto Blue Jays to play in Toronto. So last I heard, they don't know. Their options apparently are their training facility in Syracuse, New York,
wow.
or play all of their games, quote, on the road, unquote.
Wow.
Because they had asked the Pirates if they could share a stadium, and the Pirates said no.
So they're the Pirates. Of course they did.
So I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna play. It's that kind of a season.
Yeah. That's
Um,
fucked up.
the NBA
Bubble.
season is going through their exhibition games in their bubble. The WNBA has also tipped off.
Yeah.
In the wobble, which I like so
The
much
wobble.
better than the bubble, by the way.
The wobble. You like the wobble better than the bubble?
I love the wobble.
I can't stand for this.
That's he's there it is. There it is. He's blowing his nose again. On live podcast.
I could not stand for that.
No respect for the live podcast.
No.
Just blows his nose. Oh, just all the way through.
Later.
Just yeah.
I'm sick. I'm sorry.
Also, and finally, the NWSL has a new champion. The Houston Dash defeated the Chicago Red Stars in their tournament to become the
Chicago lost another
NWSL
championship.
season. Yes, you did.
Yep.
Way to go, Chicago.
Chicago sucks at sports, man. We just suck at sports.
Well,
we were good at hockey. We were good at hockey for a little bit.
You suck at sports recently. I mean, you got 6 NBA titles. You've got, 9 NHL titles, a Super Bowl. You did lose a Super Bowl, but
Super Bowl.
Who hasn't? We have 2. So
we've
actually lost 2 Super Bowls.
Well, you've been to more.
We've been to 3.
You've been to more Super Bowls.
Yes.
You've been to 2.
Yes. So I mean, I wouldn't say that.
One when I was a child. When I was a wee baby lad.
I wouldn't say Chicago's bad at sports. Just bad at sports recently.
What Chicago does is we create legends and we hang on to them throughout their whole lives. I'll talk about Walter Payton until I die.
Yes.
I will talk. And that's part of my American fan culture that I'll then apply to my European sports that I like. So I'll probably talk about Wayne Rooney and Ronaldo until they die too.
I just saw something on Twitter yesterday celebrating Walter Payton setting the single game rushing record, 275 yards with the flu.
So the flu game, the real flu game,
the actual flu game,
not the one that
not the bad pizza game.
Yeah, what the
Apparently.
fuck is that? Michael,
have you watched the Last Dance?
I watched like 8 episodes in a row. I was like, the needle drops they did, man. The needle drops were just like, what?
What did you think? What did you think?
I loved, dude. I'm a Bulls fan. I loved every minute of that. I was transported back to my 13-year-old self.
I forgot how great the 90s were.
Oh God!
And then I watched that, and I'm like, wow, that was a fantastic time.
All I did was win titles. I loved Michael Jordan was watching. And
yeah,
I mean, he would light up Michael dropped 60 on something. What dog? I was Sports Center. But Michael just when he started doing that fadeaway, everybody in Indiana started doing the fadeaway. Tried.
Oh yeah,
weren't very good at it. But every kid on the basketball, however Michael played is how every kid in the Indiana court played.
Yeah.
When he started doing that little turn and then that's how everybody did it. Everybody's trying to shoot that fadeaway jump shot.
I have forgotten how much fun the 90s NBA was. Wow.
You had everybody.
Terrific.
You had Big Mama. You had Big Mama in Charlotte.
Grandmama, yes.
Grandmama.
Uh-huh.
In Charlotte. Remember Larry Johnson?
Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, Kenny Walker.
When the Pacers used to be good.
The Pacers used to be good.
Remember when remember the Cleveland Cavaliers with Nick. Oh fuck, Mark Price and
Craig Elo.
Craig Elo and the other guy. The other guy.
Yes.
I can't remember his name.
Yes.
Like I want to say Ken Anderson, but it's not him.
Those were the days, man.
Yeah, like
those were good times.
Those are days when NBA Jam was the game.
Yes. Yes.
He's lighting up. He's heating up.
He's on fire.
I love that game, dude. Love.
Oh. What else happened?
Everybody wanted to be Michael and Scott. Everybody wanted to be Michael and Scott. You had Shaq and Penny Hardaway.
Of course. Yes.
That was good.
Oh man,
Shaq
Penny Hardaway. I forgot how.
I had the rookie.
How great Penny Hardaway was. Yeah.
Penny Hardaway was badass. I love Penny.
It's fantastic. What else happened in sports?
In sports, MLS has done their little MLS back tour.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring a little love. Sorry, MLS. Nobody cares about you, apparently. Not even in America. Who won La Liga? Real Madrid?
Yes. Real Madrid won it on the last day. So there's apparently
did Barcelona come back, or did Villarreal or some shit?
There is apparently a mutiny at Barcelona. They want the coach fired. They lost La Liga by 1 point, and they want their manager fired now. So I guess that's how it is in Spain.
They lost La Liga by 1 point. Barcelona lost by 1 point.
Yeah.
Get rid of them. Oh yeah, you think England?
Get them out of there. Those two teams,
especially
man,
if different. If they'd have finished above Real Madrid but below Atletico, it'd been fine. But because they finished below Real Madrid,
absolutely,
Real Madrid won the league. That's why. Yeah.
Well, and at Christmas, Real Madrid was awful. They were like, they were like 9.
They were a laughing stock.
9-10 points back, and they had no.
They were like in
path to come back, and then all of a sudden,
they were like in 6th place at one point, weren't they?
Yeah,
something like that. They weren't in the top 4. I know that much.
Nope. And Barcelona fell apart and lost the league by 1 point, and now they want their manager fired.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
It's nuts.
I'm in the Champions League, and I want my manager fired. Of course, he lost the league by 33 points. Manchester United finished 3rd.
That's a little different.
We lost by 33 fucking points. That's 11 games. If you win all of them.
Yeah.
If you win all 11 of those matches.
As poorly as Liverpool ended the season.
You're champions.
That was a hell of a season.
It didn't matter, dude. If I'm on Liverpool, I'm sorry. We just won the championship with like 2 months to spare. I ain't doing shit.
Well, that's what it looks like happened. That's exactly what apparently happened.
I'm telling Jurgen Klopp, I'm like, look, dude, I'm going home. We won. I've done my job.
Mail me the ring. Yeah. Just mail me the ring. I'm done with it.
I ain't going to be there for your little trophy fucking fuck you. Because I'm not a Liverpool fan. So if I was playing for him, I probably wouldn't be the happiest camper.
Oh, final.
I don't know. Jurgen Klopp.
Final sports thing. Yeah, you would, and you'd love it.
I'd love every minute of it.
You'd love a Jurgen hug.
Being in that man's embrace, I think I would love it. It's about the only man that I want. Like, I need a hug from Jurgen Klopp to get me through this. He would just pat me on the ass, like, get in there, Dusek. I'm like, you know what?
I'm in there.
I'm in there. I got you.
Final sports note this week. Kylian Mbappe is apparently on crutches after a bad tackle. PSG game. I guess this is the 3rd consecutive year that PSG already had the title wrapped up, but
and then played him.
Well, they still had him in the game for some reason. I don't know why. And then with the season starting early again, I'm not sure. I don't know how significant the injury is yet. So I guess we'll find out.
Damn.
Yeah,
that sucks.
was hoping to someday see him in Liverpool, but
He'll be injured there.
that's fine. We don't like to bring in quality players. Apparently, we like to grow our own.
I want Jadon Sancho. Hey,
I'd like
I'm
Sancho
talking
too.
homegrown players, Rashford, Greenwood. So piss off with homegrown players. Two of my top strikers are homegrown.
The best player on our team is homegrown.
Best player on our team is homegrown.
Well, second best player on our team is homegrown.
But yeah, second best. Yeah, second
I like it, but every now and then, I'd like a superstar.
Yeah, we always like a superstar, Mark. Dude, don't.
You guys get him all the time. We don't.
Oh, fuck you. We bought Paul Pogba. That's it. You know why we bought him? Because he used to play for us.
You had Ronaldo.
He wanted to go to Real Madrid.
But you had Ronaldo.
We were
you had Ronaldo.
We didn't have him at his best.
You had Rooney at his best.
Wayne Rooney at his best. There's no Ronaldo at his best. I'm sorry.
You had Robin Van Persie. Did you not?
Not at his end of his career.
Well, okay. Still a star.
You can still buy 38-year-old players if you want.
Roberto Firmino? Oh, Dejan Lovren got transferred. So
where back to Belgium or wherever the fuck he's from? Bulgaria?
It's somewhere Slovenia? Somewhere in Eastern Europe. I don't remember where. It's a $11 million fee or something like that.
Who could afford $11 million in Eastern Europe?
The teams are all owned by mobsters. The teams are all owned by mobsters.
Red Star Belgrade. I'm guessing.
Could have been. I don't remember. But he's gone, and I don't feel too bad about that.
He got a title. He got a title, left town.
He did.
The days of our lives. The days of our Lovren.
I think that's going to do it for the Whirlwind Week in Review.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I got nothing to talk about. He's the only reason I did this show.
Hang on one second.
Okay, now Mark is gone. Great. See, this is what I've been waiting for. It's time alone with you, people. Now, please write to us and let us know what Mark is doing off screen.
It's harder than you thought, right? Doing the play-by-play?
Yeah, it is.
More difficult. Yeah, it's difficult.
I couldn't, I at least leave some audio going. I give the people an audio track.
That's right.
I give them a big fucking hockey horn in the background.
Oh yes. I wonder what the Kraken horn is going to be like. They gotta have their own thing.
They'll probably have a ship come up and it'd be like Kirsch.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome.
I can't wait. Seattle Kraken. Get Kraken.
Starting in 21-22. So not this coming season, but the season after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In like 4 years to figure this fucking shit out. They still ain't starting. I mean, I guess I bet you they'll be the top selling sweater.
It probably will be for a while. Yeah.
Or top selling jumper if you're in Europe.
or jersey if you're in America.
I was just trying to appease our Canadian watchers by calling it a sweater.
Our one Canadian fan.
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
So, love it, hate it, Ken.
I forget which one of you is Canadian. Probably.
Love it, hate it, Ken. What do you love this week?
What do I love this week? Oh,
yes,
man. What did I love this week? Washington football team was one of my favorite. One of my favorite. No, it's very simple. It was this afternoon. It's finishing third, really. I know we're 33 points behind, but we're the best of the rest. It's Man City, Liverpool, yes. Man City, and then us and everybody else. Like, it's horrible. But if we can start the season, we can start next season. How we finish this season, we'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, you'll be fine. There's a lot of good football ahead for United.
I hope so. I hope you're ready. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
Because I see Liverpool probably either is 1 or 2 next season.
I mean, I hope so. I hope we get some fresh players in, because if we start next season the way we ended this season, it ain't gonna be pretty.
Klopp usually does a good job of defending the title. He defended it in Dortmund, and I think he'll do a good job.
Yeah,
because he gives you the taste of that first one, and then he get you two, but then I think he's done. You're crying out to fire him. He didn't want to come to United, you know. Did you hear that little thing?
Well, I can't blame him. I mean,
because we weren't focused on enough football.
Well, yeah,
it's too commercial. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Look what Liverpool has turned the fuck into. We weren't
turned into now.
You've turned into United too.
Now that we're this marketing juggernaut. Exactly. Now it's different.
Yeah, now that you're winning.
Yeah, I mean, all it took was winning.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that?
I love. There's couple cliches that I love. One of my favorite cliches: winning solves everything.
Yeah, it does.
And it does. It really does. When you're winning, one thing that our president has got me tired of is all this fucking winning.
I've never won so much in my life as I have these last 3.5 years.
I'm so fucking tired of it.
I am such a winner. I don't even, man, I don't even want to play anymore.
I look tired.
It's just too easy.
This shit. I look over this shit. I look horrible right now. But anyways, I say, I love fucking finishing third. What do you love this week, man?
The Kraken, Ken. I love the Kraken.
Keep it crack-a-lacking.
The Vegas Golden Knights, that was stupid. Why are they the Golden Knights? Why not just the Knights? But Vegas Knights would have worked even better.
Yeah.
Because now it's a play on words. Vegas Knights.
The Golden Knights. What does the Golden GK mean?
That's ridiculous. Who cares?
Sounds like a gang.
Seattle
Golden Knights.
Really?
It sounds like a gang in a Rodgers and Hammerstein stuff. We're the Golden Knights, and we're here to play and here to stay.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
When you're a Golden Knight, you're a knight to the end. Right?
Kudos to the design team in Seattle for
beautiful,
pulling this off.
Best production Twitter video ever. Like, that video with the deadliest catch and the people fishing and just like
and the goalie light.
Come on,
that was nice.
Does it get better? Does it get better than what the Kraken did? And the picture of the old Seattle hockey players, like the old, old white guys, just like, we got our sticks and our sweaters.
They won they won an NHL championship in 1919. Or no, in 1910. Yeah, we actually had it on our 100th episode. That was part of our 100th episode.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember our 100th episode.
Well, that's because it was 82 episodes ago.
Goddamn right it was, man. What the fuck? You can't be pulling that shit on me. Damn, man. Come on.
What do you hate this weekend?
You might fucking hate being sick, but
well, yeah, that sucks.
I hate being sick. I hate our medical care system. I hate owing 5-6 doctors about $20,000 a piece, even with health insurance.
Wow.
And still not getting the level of care that I think I should be getting, but fuck it. My bones fucking hurt, man. I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, the idea that this is somehow the greatest healthcare system in the world is just laughable.
It's not.
It's just laughable.
People talk about the wait system. I gotta wait 6 weeks to see a fucking specialist sometime. What the fuck?
And if you want to see a general practitioner, you got to wait longer.
Yeah.
Is a shortage of those dudes. Yeah, it's
you gotta be hoping they're because you can choose your own doctor, but they gotta be in network and fuck off.
Yeah, no,
They say they give Americans choice, freedom of choice. I don't care about my choice. I don't choose my fire department. I don't choose my police department. I don't choose my DMV. I don't choose my fucking Oh,
You know
half my
what's
Congress.
you know what's weird though? Like when I was in Canada with socialized medicine, I got to choose my doctor. I
Yeah.
could go to whatever doctor I wanted to go to.
They make it sound like in America they force you like into a doctor's office.
Yeah,
Like even if you're not sick, they make you go to the doctor.
it's a lie.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest sales jobs of all time that to
Oh
convince
God. Keeping
Americans
insurance companies in business.
yeah,
Keeping a middleman between us and our doctors.
yeah, it's fantastic.
It's
The marketing teams that continue to pull this off
now that I'm
are
firmly a
brilliant.
part of this fucking bullshit system, they can all go to fucking hell. All, whole fucking they can burn this motherfucker down to the ground.
Yeah,
That's some sage advice from a 40-year-old man. Burn this motherfucker. I cannot wait for you protesters to burn this motherfucker to the ground. Yeah, if socialized medicine was so bad, then every industrialized nation wouldn't fucking do it.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's
amazing.
We can pretty much, like, one of the best podcasts I've ever listened to was on Vox. It was the Ezra Klein show on Vox podcast,
Yeah.
whatever. He did a show about a couple months ago about healthcare system. You would think it'd suck, but he had this guy on there that knew, like, they both studied. I guess Ezra Klein studied political science and healthcare, and this other guy was a healthcare expert and an expert in other people's healthcare. It was the best fucking most informative podcast. He's like, give me reasons for changing the American system, give me reasons for keeping it, reasons, and the guy's just rattling off shit. It's like, fucking, this is amazing. I'm learning so much, and it's how fucked we are. But like, also he's like, if you want this type of medicine, become a soldier, go to the VA. That's a whole government run. We've got every type of healthcare here already. We just don't have one type. I was like, oh shit, that's fucked up.
We have all the types.
Yeah. Social Security, we got government run, we got Medicare, which is single payer. We've got, the America is like all these different systems are layered on top of each other, and just cost is just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But what do I know? What do you hate?
Fascism, Ken.
I hate that. I hate that too.
I mean,
I hate that right now.
People always like, people watch movies and they're like, that could never happen here. We have institutions that protect us from this sort of thing. Like, tell that to Portland, Oregon right now. They ain't got no institutions protecting them from shit. They are living in a fascist state right now. And
that's not the place to do it either. Like,
how did we get?
Go start fascism in Oklahoma or something.
How
it probably would go over well there.
How did we get here in such a short time? Like, I always thought it would take longer.
No, we were one president away the whole time.
I knew it was possible. I always thought it would take longer. 3 years, we are all in on this.
It took 9/11. It took scaring Americans so much that their borders aren't safe anymore. That they will then cling to any power, any strong man who comes along, even if they're real or not. Americans just want to feel safe.
So
especially
it worked.
White. We just want to feel safe and loved, Mark.
It worked in 2016. Do you think it's going to work this time?
Yeah. I think the protests, what people are saying, white people will come out and vote in droves, and they're still a majority in this country.
I hope
till that great change that I keep hearing about on Fox News all the time happens. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't trust this country to make the right. I don't trust this country to make the right decision for itself. I don't.
I agree with you there.
We've become too uneducated. We are separated from our sciences. More people believe in angels than believe in science. We take the vote away. Fuck it.
I agree with you. Although this time does feel a little bit different, and I'll tell you why.
I hope so.
It does feel like feel like after George Floyd, people that weren't paying attention are at least asking questions. Like I've
Yeah.
had a couple conversations in the past few months that I never expected to have.
I had
And
one at work person, but I was probably not the best person to have that conversation. Because you know how I love white people.
It does feel a little bit different this time. I don't know if it's different enough, but it does feel a little bit
just
different.
Feeling different ain't enough for me. Feeling different ain't enough for me. I got a bad feeling, man. I got a bad feeling about that. It's set up for Republicans to win.
There is polling that says 88% of Americans think mask wearing should be mandatory.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that high.
Of course it is that high. Most of Americans agree with a lot of shit.
Well, I mean, we should be wearing masks.
But our political system impose it. They should have national shit on the ballot. There should be national things that are on ballots every 4 years that we vote for, like the legalizing marijuana in all of the federal government.
That would require
states get to vote for
different system than what we have.
Amendment to the fucking Constitution. They've done 27 of them or whatever. Fucking make a 28th one.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that piece of paper.
We could not
paper and get fucked.
You could not get a constitutional amendment through Congress at this time. There's no way.
God, you have
it's too fractured.
Time. I was gonna
it's
make
too fractured.
I was either prepared to make a very racist comment or a very homosexual comment or sexist comment right there. I had all three just lined up. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm glad you stopped.
Past this. Oh yeah. Oh man. There was like things in my subconscious that just went. I was like, "What the fuck? Where'd this shit come from?" Get it out of my fucking head.
I am surprised that we got here this quickly. I am not particularly hopeful that we'll be able to turn it around, but I do feel a little better about it turning around now than I did 3 months ago.
Because I don't trust Ohio, Pennsylvania. I don't trust the swing states. Indiana's voting for Trump. My vote doesn't count.
Course, well,
it doesn't.
Of course they are, and I know that, and we can't.
We're
not going to fix the Electoral College prior to this election, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't trust. I don't trust polling to be accurate at this point either. But can you imagine if the current occupant of the White House loses Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana,
Florida,
Michigan, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, if he loses any of those states, he's fucked.
Yeah,
because I think if he loses one, if he loses Ohio, I think he'll lose Wisconsin.
Yes. So
yeah, he's got to lose those two. He still has.
He loses Ohio. He also loses Michigan. He also loses Wisconsin. He also loses Minnesota.
Here's the reason why Trump is going to win. I'm going to say it here right now. They're not going to allow mail-in ballots, and people aren't going to go fucking vote because of virus. That's why he wins. I'll just say it right here.
I think you're right on the first point. I think you're wrong on the second point. Look at what happened in the Wisconsin primary election.
People might want to go vote. People might want to go vote. There won't be poll workers to be there. But if you ain't got polls open, then they ain't going to be able to vote.
So I feel
like I'm one of them talking heads in CNN or something.
I am volunteering to be a poll worker this year.
Hey.
I'm gonna do that.
I should do that too. I should
do that
with you, and we just record the show there.
I don't think they'll let us do that.
Why not? Hey, who you voting for? Huh? Who you voting for? Oh, what? You're voting for him? Really? You sure you want to do that? I won't say anything to anybody. I promise. But I'll be a good little boy.
I do feel like if I'm there, then maybe somebody will feel a little more comfortable. casting their vote if I'm there than if somebody else who lives in my neighborhood is there. So why not? I mean, I can afford to take the day off. I'll do it.
You can take the hit. You're a healthy young man.
Somewhat, yeah, sure. So
You ain't got a fucking chronic. You ain't got no chronic diseases, do you? Except for maybe fibromyalgia. That's the first one that came to my mind.
Yeah, no, that's.
Do you have mesothelioma?
Yeah, no, I do not.
Mesothelioma?
No, I do not.
So you've
I do
never
not need a
worked
meso
around
alert.
asbestos?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
So you haven't worked around asbestos. It's a miracle chemical, really.
It actually is.
Think about it. Yeah,
It's
it really
marvelous.
is a bet.
It's marvelous.
Too bad it just kills people.
You can't win them all.
No,
I mean,
I'm proud of you.
Come on.
I'm glad you're doing that volunteer co-working. That's awesome.
Yeah,
or you get paid for it.
You don't get paid for it. I mean, I think you get lunch, which is.
Ooh.
I mean, I'll work for lunch. That's fine.
Is most. You know what? I was gonna say something like, hell, most movie sets. That's all I've worked for.
Exactly.
So what the fuck am I talking about? All I've done is work for fucking food and drugs.
I've done that before. No problem.
And none of my movies have helped America, so maybe one.
All right, man. No, how relevant does 30 minutes feel right about now?
Every day I think about that movie, dude. Like, fucking release that fucker every year.
We should try releasing it again.
It seems more relevant right now than I've ever thought about it.
It does. Because it's crazy.
When Obama was president, I was like, what does this shit even mean? Now that he's president, I'm like, this shit means everything. That motherfucker Mark predicted the future. He's a goddamn soothsayer. I'm gonna start calling him Jesus Christ.
We should put that up on our. We should put it up on our YouTube channel.
I could be one of your disciples.
Ooh,
Judas.
That's not where I thought you were going, but all right.
Oh.
Oh man.
Sorry. This is the
on that note. On that note, I think we're gonna call it a day. You can contact us at thekenandmarkshow@gmail.com or on Twitter or on Facebook or on Twitter at Ken and Mark Show. Also on Facebook.
Yep.
We are available for download on iTunes as well as Google Play and radio.com, and at the original podcast page, the Ken and Mark Show .libsyn.com, and this episode on YouTube. Unlike the last one, which didn't quite make it because we had to take it down, then we'll put it back up, and I have to edit it before I put it back up. So we'll eventually get back to that one. Until then,
that's my fault.
Try not to get kidnapped into any unmarked vehicles by secret police, and hopefully,
sir.
We'll see you next week.
Take her easy, man.
All right, man. See ya.
Bye. Leave.